Okay, if you are even thinking about applying for a consulting job at McKinsey, I need you to listen up for the next few minutes. The entire game has just been completely rewritten, and we're going to break down exactly what you need to do right now to win. So let's dive in. For years, there's been this predictable rhythm to consulting recruiting, right? You had your summer to prep applications, your fall for interviews. Well, you can take that old playbook and pretty much toss it out the window. It's officially obsolete because a massive shift has just happened that changes, well, everything. And here it is. This is the date you need to circle, highlight, and put on a sticky note on your mirror. March 29th. This is the new application deadline for McKinsey's Summer 2026 internships. Yeah, you heard that right. The ones you thought you'd be applying for next year. It's not in the summer anymore, it's right at the beginning of spring. This one date has sent a total shockwave through the entire industry. So first up, let's break down what this crazy new timeline actually means for you. We're going to look at exactly how the calendar has shifted, and more importantly, who's going to feel this the most. Just look at this comparison. The old timeline gave you this nice, long runway through the summer to get ready. The new timeline, it just compresses everything. Applications are now due in early spring. And get this, the goal is to have all the interviews for summer 2026 internships done before that summer even kicks off. You literally have months less time than you thought you did. And if you want to see just how disruptive this is, think about this. For one-year master students, this is a huge, huge problem. Their programs usually start in August or September. That means they might have to apply for a McKinsey internship before they even set foot on campus for their first class. It's wild. So who needs to be paying close attention right now? Well, undergrads, for sure. You now need to be application ready as early as your sophomore spring. We just talked about the one-year master's students who are in a really tough spot. And here's the kicker. This isn't just a McKinsey thing. The expectation across the industry is that BCG and Bain are going to follow right behind them, which pulls the entire market into this brand new super fast cycle. Okay, so that's the new reality. It's urgent, yeah, but this is not the time to panic. It's time for a strategic plan. So this next section is your action plan. We're going to move from panic to preparation with a clear three-phase process to get you ready. Let's start with phase one. First things first, you got to get your house in order. That means your core documents, your resume, and your cover letter have to be flawless. These are your ticket to even get in the door. For your resume, the rules are simple, but you absolutely cannot break them. It needs to be clean, easy to scan. Recruiters spend seconds on each one, not minutes. Start every bullet point with a strong action verb. And this is huge. Don't just tell them what you did. You have to quantify the impact you had. And please, remember, a crowded resume is a confusing one. Less is more. Now, take a look at this example. See how clean that is? Your eye just naturally goes right to the key achievements under each job. This kind of structure isn't just about looking pretty. It's about making it totally effortless for a recruiter to see why you're a star. And listen, with this new timeline, organization is everything. You cannot wing this. A tracker like this one is basically your mission control center. It's where you manage all the different firms, the office locations, the deadlines, your contacts. This is how you stay on top of all the moving parts without letting anything slip through the cracks. All right, once your materials are rock solid, it is time for phase two, strategic networking. In the world of consulting, who you know, and more importantly, what you've learned from them, can make a massive difference. You need to start building these connections like yesterday. I know, the coffee chat can sound super awkward or intimidating, but it's really just a simple three-step process. Before the chat, you do your homework on the person and the firm, and you come up with smart, tailored questions. During the chat, your goal is to listen way more than you talk. And after, you send a quick thank you note and immediately write down your key takeaways. And this is where you put those takeaways. A contacts tracker makes sure you remember those small but crucial details. A project they talked about, a piece of advice they gave you. That stuff is absolute gold when you're writing a personalized cover letter or follow-up email. It shows you are actually paying attention. Okay, so you've got your application polished, your networking is in motion. Now we're at phase three, the one everybody worries about, mastering the case interview. This is like the final boss battle where your brain power is put to the ultimate test. Look, success in casing is built on a foundation of good habits. It's not something you can cram for the night before. It's about building your business intuition from the ground up. That means sharpening your mental math, really getting a deep understanding of different industries, and truly grasping the core strategic frameworks, not just memorizing them. And just like with your applications, you've got to track your practice. A case tracker helps you see if you're only doing profitability cases because they're easy for you, when you really need to be working on, say, market entry. It forces you to target your weaknesses and make sure you've seen a little bit of everything before the real deal. So, we've covered the what, the why, and the how. But this all boils down to one single critical idea, a golden rule that you have to remember through this entire process. And here's the whole point. This new deadline creates a huge temptation to just rush and get something in. But look at the difference. The rushed applicant sends a generic resume and just recites memorized frameworks. The prepared applicant? They've done the work. Their resume is tailored, their network is active, and they genuinely understand the frameworks. So please, don't just apply early. Apply ready. And let's be real for a second. This is hard. The sources are very clear about it. The competition is insane, and the process is designed to be tough. But hard is not the same as impossible. Success is absolutely 100% achievable for the people who put in the smart, structured preparation we've just talked about. So that's the new landscape, and that's your action plan. We've laid out the path for you. Now it's all about your next move. So I'll leave you with this one question. The clock is ticking down to March 29th. What is the single most important thing you're going to do today to get ready?